Right, and go. Play.
Australia has a proud spin bowling history. Barry Grimmett and Bill O'Reilly in the 20s and 30s, and Richie Benaud in the 50s and 60s set a standard which few have been able to match. When Barry Grimmett first started playing, he bowled pace, but thankfully for cricket, he was soon convinced to stick to spin. Born in New Zealand, he moved to Australia when he was 23, but he was 34 before he was selected to play his first test for Australia. The 1924 match against England in Sydney saw him take 11 wickets for 82 runs. He was a dedicated student of spin bowling and could explain the mechanics of his deliveries in intricate detail. In his total of 37 tests, he took 216 wickets at an average of 24.2. Tiger O'Reilly made his test debut in the 1931-32 series in South Africa. He was a leg break bowler of the traditional school, but bowled at medium pace and occasionally tossed in a fast ball. He was known to have a killer instinct, and batsmen facing O'Reilly were never allowed to relax, not even for a moment. In the 27 tests he played, he took 144 wickets at an average of 22.6. Richie Benaud was an all-rounder who gained Australian Test selection in 1952, but it was 1955 that marked his breakthrough performance. On that year's tour to the West Indies, he took 18 wickets. In the 1958 series against South Africa, he scored 2 centuries with the bat, but his major contribution was the 30 wickets he picked up for Australia. Benaud captained his country from 1958 to his retirement in 1963, and in that time he did not lose a series. In the 1961 Manchester Test, he is credited with single-handedly turning certain defeat into victory when he finished with 6 for 70, decimating the English batting lineup. Benaud ended his career having played 63 tests for 248 wickets at an average of 27. Much of the gloss went off the art of spin in the 70s, and
It's no good.
with pace bowlers dominating the headlines and attracting the fans. But in January 1992, a 23-year-old Melbourne cricketer made his test debut against India in Sydney. Now, his figures of 1 for 150 were certainly not the stuff of legend, but those in the know put their faith in him, and in August of the same year, it was a new, improved Shane Warne who took 3 for none with his last 11 balls to win a match against Sri Lanka that Australia looked certain to lose. Since then, Shane Hollywood Warne has led a revival of spin bowling. Young cricketers suddenly want to bowl leg spin again. Warne has become a national hero.
Yeah, I suppose I was like most other kids. I used to play cricket in the summer and football in our winter. I suppose I only really played cricket at the start. It was because all my mates did, and I suppose it just slowly progressed. And then when I got the flick from football, I tried to have a go at cricket, and I suppose it's been pretty successful. Touch wood.
Great embrace, and he's gone. He has walked. What an astonishing moment.
Well, I don't have too many secrets with the leg spinner. It's basically 4 deliveries, which are all used with the same grip. Basically, that's my grip. I use that to bowl the leg spinner, the top spinner, and the wrong end. But when I use bowler flipper, the only thing differently I do is I use my thumb. Generally, the thumb comes on the bottom of the ball.
As you see, I know Shane Warne.
Okay, the leg spinner is exactly the same as there and comes out like so. You can vary your spin on the position by the position of your wrist, whether that's square leggy like that with a lot of turn, or you bowl with more overspin, which means you get more bounce.
Astonishing ball, and Simmons is on his way. Shane Warne has struck.
You break my way, bro.
Well, I think as a play for Australian Test cricket and a lot of other guys before me, that it's something
Oh,
that's
stop
really
it.
going to hopefully will never deteriorate or fall away. Test cricket. One-day cricket's fantastic, obviously. Gets a lot more crowds, bigger crowds, more atmosphere. But Test cricket's what it's all about, and you've got to learn to try and play over 5 days, and that takes patience. There's lots more pressure. There's so many different things that Test cricket can do compared to one-day cricket. Hopefully, with the kids and everything like that, hopefully we'll see a few of them playing Test cricket. You go to the top spur, it's exactly the same grip. Instead of coming around like that for a leg break, you come straight over the top like that, which means the ball will just bounce. Hopefully go straight.
Chance here. You're running the wrong way. Great catch. Stephen Warne. Great catch, Stephen Warne. And well, what a breakthrough for Australia.
Wrong.
It can't get to you. Got to me once, so I know it won't happen again. If you can stay consistent over 5 days, then hopefully you're generally going to have a good test match, and you generally, if you can play well, you're going to win. So you've got to really just stay patient, and that's probably my biggest problem. I haven't got enough patience. So I suppose as I get older, I'll learn some patience.
The back of the hand.
No, you haven't been caught in it once.
No.
But you're gonna.
Why?
Wrong end, exactly the same.
Because your voice is in it now, and mine is too.
And the ball
Like you're gonna
comes
put
out
it
the
on
back
YouTube, bro.
I am.
like so.
Speak, I'm not.
There's a big appeal. Boone, and he's been given. So the wrong one from Warne deceives the batsman, and the inside edge will bat and loops up David Boone at bat.